Explanations of some of the victims bore out the fact that they have been partially devoured. I think we have some late word just arriving, and we have to interrupt to bring you this report from the National Civil Defense Headquarters in Washington. It has been established that persons who have recently died have been returning to life and committing acts of murder. A widespread investigation of reports from funeral homes, morgues, and hospitals has concluded that the unburied dead are coming back to life and seeking human victims. It's hard for us here to believe what we're reporting to you, but it does seem to be a fact. When this emergency first began, officials advised people to stay inside behind locked doors for safety. Well, that has changed, and we're now able to report a definite course of action for you. Civil defense machinery has been organized to provide rescue stations with food, shelter, medical treatment, and protection by armed National Guardsmen. Stay tuned to the broadcasting stations in your local area for this list of rescue stations. They will be read in full on the hour, and we will inform you of additions to the list as we hear of them. Listen for the name of the rescue station nearest you and make your way to that location as soon as possible.
So we have that truck. If we can get some gas, we can get out of here.
Oh, there's a pump out by the shed.
I know, that's why I pulled in here, but it's locked.
This conference of the Presidential Cabinet, the FBI, the Joint Chiefs of Staff, and the CIA has not produced any public information. Why are space experts being consulted about an earthbound emergency? So far, all the betting on that answer to that question centers on the recent Explorer satellite shot to Venus. That satellite, you recall, started back to Earth but never got here. That's the space vehicle which orbited Venus and then was purposely destroyed by NASA when scientists discovered it was carrying a mysterious high-level radiation with it. Could that radiation be somehow responsible for the wholesale murders we're now suffering? Newsman Don Quinn in Washington has posed those questions.
It's obvious. Our best move is to try to get out of here.
Oh, how are you going to get over to that pump?
Be quiet and watch the TV.
Let's just roll the film. Do we have it? All right.
You're coming from a meeting regarding the explosion of the Venus probe, is that right?
Yes, that was the subject of the meeting.
Do you feel there's a connection between this and the phenomenon?
There's a definite connection.
Well,
in other words, you feel that the radiation on the Venus probe is enough to cause these mutations.
It was a very high degree of radiation.
no, just a minute. I don't think that has been established.
It is the only logical explanation that we have at this time.
In other words, it's the military's viewpoint that the radiation is not the cause of the mutation.
I can't speak for the entire military at this time, gentlemen. I must disagree with these gentlemen presently until this is irrefutably proved.
Everything is being done that can be done.
We have to hurry for our next meeting.
Professor, you feel that there's a definite connection between...
A definite connection as far as Dr. Keller and myself.
Doctor, please, I thought we had decided that it's not yet proved.
What was the satellite? When the satellite was exploded...
It was an unusual amount of radiation, enough to cause mutation under certain circumstances.
Could have happened to have a bearing
It
on
does
it.
seem to have had a bearing on it.
Will there be a reply from
Later.
There will be a reply.
Yes.
Will there be a report this afternoon?
Perhaps there will be a report
Yes.
later.
Yes.
And close the
Yes.
window.
We are doing everything possible to solve the problem.
We were hoping to get some further explanation, but this is all we've been able to learn from you so far.
We've heard all we need to know. We have to try to get out of here.
He said the rescue stations have doctors and medical supplies. If we can get Karen there, we can get help for her.
WTBF television station in Willard, the Willard Medical Center.
Willard. I saw a sign that said Willard.
It's only about 17 miles from here.
You know this area. Are you from around here?
Judy and I are both from around here. We were on our way to the lake to go swimming. Judy had a radio and we heard the first reports about this. So we knew the old house was here, and we came in and found the lady upstairs dead. Then these other people came. We went down to the basement and put a bar across the door. And it is pretty strong.
How could we possibly get away from here? We've got a sick child. 2 women, 1 woman out of her head, 3 men, and the place is surrounded with these things.
Psychological research being conducted at Fairview for NASA. Dr. Grimes, your entire staff, I know, has been working very hard to find some solution to these things that are happening. Do you have any answers at this time?
Yes, we have some answers. But first, let me stress the importance of seeking medical attention for anyone who's been injured in any way. Especially, I cannot stress this enough, especially if they have been injured by the marauding attackers. We don't know yet what complications might result from such industries.
How bad has your kid been hurt?
It's reasonable to believe the consequences of such attacks.
Look, you go down there and tell
Perhaps
Judy.
similar to what happened
Yeah, you
in
tell
the
Judy to come up here, and you stay with the kid, all right?
We
in the cold room at the university, we had a cadaver. A cadaver from which all 4 limbs had been amputated. Sometime early this morning, it opened its eyes and began to move its trunk. It was dead, but it opened its eyes and tried to move.
They want you upstairs. Did she ask for me?
She hasn't said anything.
Don't understand. I wish I knew what was wrong with her. Baby, it's Mommy.
I hurt. I'll come back down as soon as I find out what they want.
Thank you, Judy.
The body should be disposed of at once, preferably by cremation.
Well, how long after death, then, does the body become reactivated?
It's only a matter of minutes.
Minutes? That doesn't give people time to make arrangements.
No, you're right. It doesn't give them time to make funeral arrangements. The bodies must be carried to the street and burned immediately. Soak them with gasoline and burn them. We will have to forego the dubious comforts that a funeral service will give. Now they're just dead flesh and dangerous.
Judy, I need you to find some bedspreads or sheets to tear up into small strips, okay? Is there a fruit cellar here?
Now,
Yeah.
We need to find some bottles or jars to make Molotov cocktails to hold them off while we try to escape.
Oh, what's that gonna do, huh? They're not afraid of sticks or guns or knives or anything. They don't feel pain. And there are too many of them to burn them all to ash. They'll just keep.
Well, I don't know why, but they are afraid of fire. I saw it first down the road by the diner. A truck caught fire and they just backed away from it. You could tell they wanted to attack, but they were afraid. And right here, I set one of them on fire outside. The rest of them just backed off. Fire keeps them away.
There's a big can of kerosene downstairs, on the shelf, by the stairs.
I'll go look for the bottles.
There's a big key ring down there. There may be a key to the gas pump on it.
I'll check.
All right, we can toss the cocktails from a window upstairs. Meantime, a couple of us can go out and try to get the gas. Then we can come back for the rest of us.
But that'll leave a door open someplace.
Yeah, that's right. It better be this door. It's closer to the truck. And some of you can go upstairs and throw cocktails from the windows. And some of you can stay here with the door locked, ready to let us in a hurry when we get the truck filled. Or I guess lock it and board it up if things go bad. You can watch through this crack in the boards here.
I found some fruit jars in the cellar. And there's a key on here that's linked to the gas pump out back.
I'm not really used to that truck. I found it abandoned.
I can handle the truck. No sweat.
You're it then. Tom, you and I will go. We'll put whatever lumber we find behind the cellar door. Harry, you can go upstairs and toss the cocktails from a window. Tom, you and I will have to unboard this door. Harry, after you toss them, you hustle back down here and lock it again. It's no good to board it up, though, because we'll have to get back in quickly. After we get the gas and get back to the house, then we'll worry about getting everybody into the truck.
If Tom's going, I'm going too.
No, honey, it's too dangerous.
That's why. If you and Ben don't succeed, then we're in pretty bad trouble here too. And I'm not dying alone. And I don't want you to either. And I'm another set of eyes and another torch. And I can drive the truck too if I have to.
You?
Yes, I had to drive Daddy's truck around the farm when he was away. I got pretty good.
We can't be worrying about you out there. We'll have to pay attention to what we're doing.
Well, I can't stop you from worrying, but I'm not going to stay in here if Tom's out there. Even if I did, if you two got in trouble, I'd probably run out and try and help. And if I'm with you, I can watch behind us while you fill the truck.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either. Honey, you're the world to me.
Tom, you're going out there because you think it's the best thing to do for everybody. I don't like it either, but I understand why you're doing it. You remember that big flood, and you drove to Willard to get Daddy and left me home because the roads weren't safe? And then the road washed out, and you couldn't get back for 2 days, and I was so terrified imagining you dead in the river. And when you came back, you promised me I'd never have to go through that again.
I remember.
Well, there's no point in wasting time arguing about it. Let's get to work on the cocktails. We'll need as many as we can make.
There is no place to flee for safety except for the rescue stations which have been set up. Indications are that before this emergency is over, we will need many more such rescue stations.
Here are the jars, Harry. Try to keep those things away from us, but make sure to keep the flame away from the gas. I don't think you could reach into the pumps from here, but be careful. And be ready to come downstairs and help if they need you.
Okay. I'll be at the upstairs bedroom window.
Okay, Barbara, we're going out now, Tom and me, to put gas in the truck. We'll be just a little while, and when we get back, then we can all leave.
Oh, I'd like to leave. Yes.
Barbara and Helen, you two watch from here. Tom, once we pry these boards off, we got to be ready to light our torches and go quick. Judy, I'm sorry, but you need to stay here.
I am going with you.
Well, Tom, I had to try.
That's how it usually goes for me too.
You ready?
Yes.
Guess I better be.
Judy, you stay between us until we get to the truck and keep your eyes peeled. Okay, let's get the door. Okay, it's just the lock now. You ready upstairs?
Yeah.
All right, you two light your torches.
Got it.
Okay, toss them. Let's go. Run for the truck now. Close the door.
What are they doing, Helen?
They're all running for the truck, but some of the monsters are coming up from behind it.
Are they okay?
They're all together now, but there are 3 or 4 of the things between them and the truck. He's swinging the torch at them, and they're backing off, but they're circling around toward Tom and Judy. Ben set one of them on fire. It's running away. It hit another one, but I don't think that one caught fire. Oh, Ben got that one through the belly, but it's still coming. The third one is falling back, and I can't see. Oh, Ben got that one in the head, and it fell. Judy's got in the truck. Ben's setting fire to another one.
What about the third one? The one that got away. I think I see it through this crack. It must be close to the house.
It's back between them and the house. It's looking at them by the truck, but I think it's afraid of the burning one. The other one was on fire by the woods, and there are some... Oh, they got the pump unlocked. Tom is trying to fill the tank, and... Oh, yeah. All the monsters are by the truck. They're trying to get in. They're hitting on it. The driver's side door is open. Tom dropped the gas, I think. Oh, I can smell it from here. The burning is terrible. Tom is in the truck and starting it up. He's driving back here. Ben's yelling something that I can't hear, but I think he wants them to get out of the truck. Oh, the truck is on fire. Oh, they want to get out, but the monster's right there. Ben's shooting at it, but he's too far. Oh, God, the gas tank blew. The cap was open. Oh, no, Tom. No, please, God, no. Tom tried to get out, but he just blew up like a match. He must have had gasoline all over his clothes. And the whole cab is on fire. Judy and Tom, they can't have survived that. And Ben's surrounded by the things, surrounded. He's holding them off with a torch, just barely. He's clearing the path. Oh, he's running this way. Oh, we need to get ready to open the door for him. I can't see the thing.
Helen, we are not opening that door. Not for anything. Do you hear me?
You're just going to let him die out there?
Yeah, let him die. You're better hit than us. And you let those poor kids die. Helen, get your hands off that man.
No!
What? No, Helen, you fool. He's going to get us all killed. You see, they're at the door now. They'll break in and kill us all.
Help me with these boards.
Okay.
You're taking orders from him now, are
You could make yourself useful.
I don't take orders from you.
There. That's pretty solid for now, I think. Why have they stopped?
They've all gone back to the truck. Oh no. Oh, it's just too awful. Oh, Judy and Tom. Oh my God.
All right, Harry. I owed you that or worse. I had to drag you out there and feed you to those things.
You madman! You're a madman. You're crazy.
Sit down, Harry. Just sit down and rest. Lip is bleeding. I'll get you something to put on it.
You know a place back down the road called Beekman's? Beekman's Diner? Anyhow, that's where I found the truck. Those poor kids. There was a radio in the truck. I jumped in to listen to it when a big gasoline truck came screaming right across the road. Well, there must have been 10 or 15 of those things chasing after it, grabbing and holding on. I didn't see them at first. I could just see that the truck was moving in a funny way. Those things were catching up to it. The truck went right across the road. I slammed on my brakes to keep from hitting it myself. Went right through the guardrail. I guess the driver must have cut off the road into the station by the diner. Went right through the billboard, ripped over a gas pump, and never stopped moving. By now it was like a moving bonfire. Didn't know if the truck was going to explode or what. I can still hear the man screaming. Those things were all backing away from it now. They were scared. I looked back at the diner to see if there was anyone there who could help me. That was when I noticed the entire place had been encircled. Wasn't a sign of life left, except by now there were no more screams. I realized that I was alone, with 50 or 60 of those things just standing there, staring at me. I started to drive. I just plowed right through them. They didn't move, they didn't run, or just stood there, staring at me. I wanted to crush them. They scattered through the air like bugs. Thinking about the people in the diner, thinking about that truck. Just felt so helpless.
Isn't it 3 o'clock yet? There's supposed to be another broadcast at 3 o'clock.
Yeah, 10 minutes.
Oh, only 10 more minutes? We don't have very long to wait. We can leave. Or we better leave soon. It's 10 minutes to 3.
You know anything about this area at all? I mean, is Willard the nearest town?
I don't know. We were just trying to get to a motel before dark.
You said those things turned your car over. Think we can get it back on its wheels and drive it? Where is it?
Seems like it was pretty far off. Seems like we ran.
Yeah, forget it. It's at least a mile.
You can't drive it.
You're going to carry a child a mile through that army of things out there?
I can carry her, kid. What's wrong with her? How'd she get hurt?
One of those things grabbed her.
Bit her on the arm.
Oh.
What's wrong?
Well, who knows what kind of disease those things carry? Is she conscious?
Barely.
Hey, she can't walk. She's too weak.
Well, one of us could try to get to the car.
Oh, you're going to turn it over by yourself.
You're not going to be able to drive the car. Johnny can't drive the car. Nobody can.
You have a car. Where? Where is it?
You won't be able to drive it.
Yeah, I know, but where is it?
What? Oh, good Lord. They're eating them. Oh.
Being monitored closely by scientists at all the radiation detection stations. At this hour, they report the level of the mysterious radiation continues to increase steadily. So long as this situation remains, government spokesmen warn that dead bodies will continue to be transformed into the flesh-eating ghouls. All persons who die during this crisis from whatever cause will come back to life to seek human victims unless their bodies are first disposed of by cremation. Our news cameras have just returned from covering such a search and destroy operation against the ghouls. This one conducted by Sheriff Conan McClellan of Butler County, Pennsylvania. So now let's go to that film report. All law enforcement agencies and the military have been organized to search out and destroy the marauding ghouls. The Survival Command Center at the Pentagon has disclosed that a ghoul can be killed by a shot in the head or a heavy blow to the skull. Officials are quoted as explaining that since the brain of a ghoul has been activated by the radiation, the plan is kill the brain and you kill the ghoul.
Want anything from that supply wagon?
No, we're all right. Hey, Cass, put that thing all the way in the fire. You don't want it getting up again.
Yeah, all right. I got you. Chief McClellan, how's everything going?
Oh, things aren't going too bad. Men are taking it pretty good. You want to get on the other side of the road over there?
Chief, do you think we'll be able to defeat these things?
Well, we killed 19 of them today, right in this area. Those last 3 we caught trying to claw their way into an abandoned shed. Must have thought somebody was in there. There wasn't, though. We heard him making all kind of noise. We came over and beat him off, blasting him down.
Chief, as soon as you're finished, can I see you here?
Yeah, okay.
Chief, if I were surrounded by 6 or 8 of these things, would I stand a chance with them?
There's no problem. If you had a gun, shoot him in the head. That's a sure way to kill him. If you don't, get yourself a club or a torch. Beat him or burn him, they go up pretty easy.
Well, Chief McClellan, how long do you think it'll take you to get the situation under control?
Well, that's pretty hard to say. We don't know how many of them there are. We know when we find them, we can kill them.
Are they slow-moving, Chief?
Yeah, they're dead. They're all messed up.
Well, in time, would you say you'd be able to wrap this up in 24 hours?
Well, we don't really know. We know we'll be into it most of the night, probably into the early morning. We're working our way toward Willard, and we'll team up with the National Guard over there. And then we'll be able to give a more definite view.
Thank you very much, Chief McClellan. This is Bill Cardell, WIC TV 11 News.
Thank you, Bill, for that report. Official spokesman declined to speculate just how long it may take to kill off all the flesh eaters, so long as the heavy
The lights.
Is the fuse box in the cellar?
I don't know. It isn't the barrel lines must be down. Helen, I've got to get that gun of his.
Haven't you had enough?
Oh, but 2 people are dead already on account of that guy. Well, take a look out that window. Just look at.
I found the fuse box, but it's not the fuses. I can tell by the...
What's that?
Sounds like clubs or boxing something. Get the door! Get over here, man! Come on, open the door!
yeah, that's right. You were a big man with this gun. Well, who's the big man now? Huh?
Don't you...
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. You want to stay up here now? Helen, get in the cellar. Get in the cellar now. Move! Go! Out! He shot me. He shot me.
Go down to your damn cellar now and leave us alone.
It's going to be okay.
I don't know and I don't care. He's never thought about anybody but himself.
No! It's got me! It's got me!
Damn it, I can't see where they are. I want to hit her.
Stop! Oh, thank you.
Good work, Barbara. That bought us some time.
I'm going downstairs to check on Karen and Harry. Harry? Karen? Harry? Oh, Karen, you're up. Oh, I'm so glad you're up. Where's your father? Oh, Harry. Karen, baby, no. What are you doing? What are you? I can't. Oh, baby, put that down. Please, baby, put that down. Oh, please, no.
Can you give me the hammer?
Oh, they're breaking through the door. I can see them through the boards.
It'll hold a little while. Oh, they're coming through the window.
Oh! Johnny!
What?
I told you Johnny wasn't dead. We have to help him.
No, that's not your brother. Don't open that. Your brother is dead.
No, Johnny, no! Somebody help me up!
Oh, this is pointless. They're going to get it anyway. Helen. Oh! Jesus, a little girl. Karen! I can't shoot a little girl. Get back! You stay up here. Well, your friends will be in soon enough, little girl. Now, let's see about your parents. Well, you won. Here we are in the basement. Oh, that's not good. But if there's any of you left in there, Helen, I'm really sorry about this. Oh, God, they're in. You know, Helen, your husband stinks even more in death than he did in life. Guess it's my own fault shooting through the belly like that. Guess you could use some freshening up yourself. I wonder if you would have forgiven me for killing you if you'd lived. I hope you would have. You seemed like you knew the score. Poor kid, though. Huh. It's been kind of quiet up there for a while. Don't know how long, but I guess it got quiet while I was dozing off. Maybe she took new friends and went away. Hello? Hello, if you're alive, say something. I'm alive. There's 2 dead bodies down here. Well, so much for the cavalry.
Thanks, Jim. You and Sal want to get about 4 or 5 men and a couple of dogs. There's a house over here behind those trees. You want to go check it out? Jessie! This ain't no place for a little girl.
Now, Chief, she's 15.
I'll be 16 next month.
And you know Jessie's a better shot than you and me combined. She can part a books here and give them a shave before I can even see them. I want her here. And you do too if you want them things dead.
Yeah, no boy can beat me at the range. Plus, I got some of them already. There was a couple of them coming across the road to the house last night. They don't move fast. They're easier to take than a deer.
You be careful, young lady. Right. You news guys still here, Bill?
Yeah, Chief. We're going to stay with you till we meet up with the National Guard.
Where'd you get the coffee?
One of the volunteers. You're doing all the work. You take it.
Thank you. We should be wrapped up here about 3 or 4 more hours. We'll probably get into Willard's End. Guess you can go over there and meet the National Guard. Dick, you and the rest of these folks want to come with me?
Bill, I'm checking the office to see what's happening.
All right, Steve. Tell them we're going to stay with it, and everything appears to be under control.
See those burned out gas pumps and the truck over by the house fence?
I see them.
Yep.
Somebody had themselves one hell of a cookout.
Yep. Sure looks like it, Tom.
People. Maybe we can get you and that no-good husband of yours a decent burial. That's if it's clear upstairs. Wouldn't it be just the thing getting eaten 15 minutes before I was going to be rescued? Yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you, man? Drag me down with you. That'd be just your thing. Hello? Anybody there? Dead people, come and get me. Here I am, it's supper time. Well, here goes nothing. Hey! Over here! I'm alive! Over here!
Look, over by the house.
What?
I said look. Look over there. There's one of them in the window. It's shaking around.
I don't see it.
I see it. I see it. It looks like it's waving a rifle by the barrel.
Well, why do you have a gun? They can't shoot guns.
I've seen him using sticks and things like clubs. Reason I wouldn't pick up a gun the same way.
Think you can hit it from here, honey?
Sure I can, Dad.
Okay, Jesse. Show us what you got. Hit him in the head. Right between the eyes.
Help! Over here in the house! You see me, I know you do! Help!
Good shot. You must make your daddy very proud.
She sure does, Con.
Okay, he's dead. Let's go get him. That's another one for the file.
This has been the Post-Meridian Radio Players production of Night of the Living Dead, directed and adapted by Jay Sakura from the original film by George A. Romero and John Russo, and produced produced by Chris DeKell.
All right, send a wagon through. We'll send someone directly ahead. Over.
Barbara was played by Samantha Amadeo. Ben was played by Emery Westlake.
Well, they gotta cancel the playoffs. I mean, you think the Phillies are even gonna be able to field a team after this?
I don't know, but just like always, the only thing I care about is the Yankees being worse off than us. My brother says they got 3 of them eaten, and he knows there's more of them.
In addition to many other roles, Michael McAfee played Harry. Heidi Clark played Helen.
Keep those dogs back off of those things.
Cal Barr played Tom. Sarah Briggs played Judy. Stephen Robbins played Johnny.
While we do not yet understand the phenomenon, it does not appear that there is any danger from the dead once they have been effectively subdued by these methods.
The radio and TV announcers were played by Jacob Summer and David Cole.
Come ahead with the motorcycle, please.
Live sound effects performed by Mayor Freed and Chuck Corbin.
Mom will never believe how good I did. I think I got even more of them than you and the sheriff.
Well, I believe you did, baby.
Jeremy Holstein was our sound designer, and our sound team was Tom Russell and Karen Sarr.
While it appears that steady progress is being made, we will be continuing our special uninterrupted coverage of this crisis for the foreseeable future. When order is restored, we will finally be able to begin mourning and grieving for our lost loved ones.
Our stage manager was Heather Tucker.
Quite a pile. This all the last of the bodies from today?
Yeah, I think so.
Sure is, Sheriff. Jim said to tell you, him and them didn't find no more back towards Willard.
Well, it's time to light them up then. Hey, Randy, light these torches over here. Get back. Way back.
Thank you for joining us, and good night.